for Gourmand Award to give us this golden opportunity to present once more Indonesia. Before I talk to you about what I'm going to say today, Indonesian Flavorful journey, I would like to show you a small film about the biggest archipelago in the world. From Indonesia to all of you, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bonjour, good evening everyone. I'm so grateful to be here today, and I'm going to present you something that you might not ever heard before. It's about Indonesian flavorful journey from spice trails to volcanic coffee and finest cocoa. Everybody thinks, what the hell is about? Why are you talking about coffee, chocolate, Indonesia spice? Okay, before I translate everything, I just want to know why I choose these three. Indonesia. There are two roads that are important in the world: the Silk Road and the Spice Road. The Silk Road is China, the Spice Road is Indonesia. Nobody knows that. And Indonesia is the third biggest coffee producer in the world, and we are the third cacao producer in the world. And here we are. The journey starts. And before, with Mr. Kirjohari, you heard about Nusantara. It's the same name that we call it in Indonesia, Nusantara. Nusantara means archipel. It's also the name of the new capital of Indonesia that will be going to move to Borneo. It's going to be called Nusantara. Actually, when we talk about Nusantara, we talk the mother of spice. 13th century, when the European came to find the spice in Indonesia. Nobody knew that Indonesia is the land of spice. The nutmeg, the clove, the peppers. And at the time, the first Portuguese country that came to Indonesia was the Portuguese. And they found this treasure in the... Talking about the spice, I don't know if you know that more than 50% of the spice in the world come from Indonesia. This spice not only flavor one of the world's most diverse cuisines, but also influence the culinary world. I think most of the gastronomy in the world is also cannot be more savor without spice, which is so important. So the spice changing taste around the globe. Yeah. In one of the books that has been also nominated by Gourmand Awards, the Indonesian the Spice Roads by Negeri Rempah Foundation. Actually, it's very interesting because they put the mapping about the spice of the Indonesian archipelago. They were about 400 the depth and the complexity to the dishes. Besides the spice also give the savor, spice also has health benefits and making them important of the human well-being. Maybe most of you thought maybe, okay, we talk spice, we talk about cuisine. No, not at all. Because the spice also, in Indonesian tradition and culture, is very important for the well-being and for the health. And during the COVID, we found this is very important. We call it jamu. In the next page, I will talk about what is jamu. Before we talk about jamu, we talk about the cuisine. Indonesian culture. And then in Indonesia at the time, what is jamu? Jamu is a word, Indonesian word, means two, coming from two words. Jampi, usodo. Jampi means prayer, usodo means health. So the praying for health. In Indonesia, we don't have social security. When people got sick, what they do? So they will try to get something to drink from the spice, from the something natural. And that's why the jamu comes from. Jamu is a tradition when every Indonesian, when we are small, we always drink the jamu. This is the drinks based on the spice. As I told you, why I drink coffee, because Indonesia is the third coffee producer in the world and one of the best coffee, because the coffee of Indonesia is more savor. And then why? Because Indonesia is located in ring of fire with 150 volcanoes active. That makes the coffee is good. It's a volcanic coffee. And then the Indonesian coffee mostly is kind of so soft, smooth, but It has a lot of flavor, fruity, spice, and everything, and we're going to talk about that. And the Indonesian coffee is so special because of the unique processing method for connoisseur, terroir, and it also has the different flavor, and also grown in volcanic, and then also is naturally sun-dried. And this is about the flavor of the coffee and the wheel of the Indonesian coffee taste, which is more complex than Indonesia, than the Coffee Specialty Association's taste of flavor wheel, because we have spice, fruits, and a lot of flavor that doesn't exist in the unique character in every flavor. Indonesian cacao is also very unique because it has a rich and complex flavor with the highest concentration of antioxidant. Chocolate is very good for the antioxidant, and also the fermented cacao, which is normally used by the Indonesian chocolate company in Indonesia.